All right, so do I boot up through Prophecy or boot up through Martyr? Does it matter? Heard. So you're going Battle Sister. What about, was that Blood Moon with us? Tsunami? You're going Crusader? All right, I'm going as a tech adept. It's the 41st millennial, and there is no peace amongst the stars. The Imperium of Man is besieged from all sides by the Xeno races and is slowly rotting away from the inside, hated by the Chaos God. Inquisitors are autonomous, powerful agents who wage a great and secret war for mankind. They fight in the shadows and nothing is beyond their reach. They are the judges and the executioners.
I am an Inquisitor of the Imperium, and I seek the truth in the darkness of the Caligari Sector. I understand the significance of knowledge as a former adept of the Cult Mechanicus, the keepers of technology. Although I have followed my true calling and did not become a tech priest, I haven't abandoned their approach.
His name was Dave.
Secrets and rip them from the galaxy if I must. My most important investigation is drawing to a close. I have dedicated years to finding the technological marvels of Uther Tiberius. That legendary Inquisitor was excommunicated millennia ago, but he's still remembered in the sector as a visionary and a madman. For a long time, I have been stumbling in the dark, but my relentless data hunt has thrown up some promising leads. I have sent out my most loyal retainers to investigate. Their assignment was to locate an ancient research facility. That is a low-risk task. I will be heading down to the planet. The mission evidently requires my personal involvement.
Ugh. I remember these. Can you even imagine playing MG in years? Stealth away, messed up on that series. Like a stumbler in the dark. What a banger. Did they change it so you can play multiplayer from a new game? When it comes out, I think you have to finish the story first. I think they said just tutorial.
Void Ship Control Unit 11 Kappa. I requested transport to the last known coordinates of my retinue. What is this place?
Clarification. You have reached the closest accessible location to your biovessels. Target zone is under quarantine protocols.
Deficient analysis on account of a previous Tyranid infestation. The entire world is under standard Imperial quarantine. But my Inquisitorial decree nullifies the order.
Complementary data. This area is under Code Vermilion lockdown to vehicular access. Machine spirits are forbidden, and therefore unable to enter the marked zone.
Curious. This must be a Cult Mechanicus ward. I will proceed on foot then. Exload me the coordinates.
What? Eat. Oh my god, it's like I'm playing a MOBA. Look at my little legs. Oh shit.
Warning. Hostile bioforms detected.
Finally. I've been waiting to engage Tyranid organisms for a long time.
Holy shit.
Affirmation required. Are you sure you want to proceed without backup?
Positive.
Look at my little tank. Oh my god, is that a person? Medical supplies. Good job, guys. Everyone, good team. Good teamwork. For the Emperor! Here comes another one. Oh shit, we got little ones. We got shitlins.
You are approaching the location of the last transmission. No life signs detected.
Log me a new priority task. Obtaining a new retinue.
I am manifesting envy. Your biovessels must have already been rewarded with blessed oblivion.
I see that there is still much work to do on your self-deprecation filters.
Personal log. Wait. Their voice? Day 5. This was supposed to be a simple reconnaissance expedition. I wonder if the Inquisitors were aware where he was sending us. Cobalt's a dead world, but it's still harboring some kind of life. Although I only dare to use the word hesitantly with regard to these creatures. Their first attack was totally unexpected, and we immediately lost half of the expedition numbers. We tried to set up a defensive perimeter around the camp, but we were simply not prepared for these monsters. We cannot find our way out of here. Still, we have a sacred duty, and we continue our mission in the short period of calm. Corrupted entries. Day 8. We have found the entrance to the underground research sanctum. I refuse to enter without the Inquisitor in charge, as it is clearly a sanctified cult mechanicus tech shrine, and a very ancient one. Coordinates are stored in the slate. I have transmitted an emergency call to the Inquisitor. Now we await and pray.
Operator, I've discovered the remnants of my expedition. My retinue perished while locating the entrance to a high-security research sanctum. I must hold the key to my investigation. The quarantine records radically downplayed the immensity of the Xenos threat.
Assessment. This mission would have warranted a larger expeditionary force.
My retinue was only following a faint lead. It didn't qualify.
Boarding is a no bug, I guess.
assignment.
With boarding and stop deathing the interest, it's causing the mission to hang up and lock.
I
Yeah.
need more data
It
to
just
answer
keeps
the question.
respawning there. I did. I'm a little tank. Get him, boys. Fuck him up. Got a whacking pole.
The location seems mostly intact. But first I must restore the power. Where is the generator?
Accessing the blueprints through the new sphere as we speak.
Send me the coordinates.
Reporting in. Data dissection of the archives has been unsuccessful. All records of the vault have been deleted.
That only confirms my suspicion. Expunge records. Special lockdown on a world under Adeptus Mechanicus jurisdiction. This place has secrets that need to come to light.
I'm unable to follow your deductions.
I used to be an adept. The tenacity of these creatures is astonishing. According to the records, the Adeptus Mechanicus purged this world decades ago, and all they managed to do is to force them underground.
Oh. Go, my little minions.
This is a vast facility. Leaving resource of such magnitude on a quarantined planet is uncommon for the Adeptus Mechanicus.
A logical observation. According to my data excavations, the Fabricator General of Forge World Thule
Oh, my little
requested
babies.
permission for reclamation expeditions several times. The Inquisition denied the request repeatedly, without any formal explanation.
Brand new machines. Click, 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 click. This is basically like Diablo. As long as it's not like the same missions over and over. You gotta trust. Whack him. There's other worlds you get to go to.
Facilities accessible.
Warhammer.
My next task is to find out how this sanctum was connected.
I need to find word slang and use it to unlock cow mode.
Reminder,
Moo moo, moo 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 moo.
life forms consume all biological material in order to reproduce.
Indeed. This is why I need to locate the main data vault to find clues.
Moral: steel abides longer than flesh.
Whack him with the stick. That whacking stick's pretty good. Used to be doing the whacking. Most revered Tiberius, the prototype is complete. Xenorite brothers and sisters initiated the upload rites and consecrated the remaining flesh casings for transportation. Subject has already manifested briefly in the control circuits. The code psalms and theological patterns you provide to our sanctum lead to a major breakthrough. Your servants will deliver the prototype to the Martyr, while we respectfully dispose of the remains of Subject 1.1 through 42.3. The Purge, the relevant digital research tomes, praise the Omnissiah.
Clue has been archived. Any annotations?
This sanctum belonged to the Xenorite sect of the cult Mechanicus, who specialize in Xenos artifacts. The ancient logs indicate that they were under the patronage of Uther Tiberius.
Observation: direct connection with a cult Mechanicus sect and an excommunicated Inquisitor might lead to political friction.
Irrelevant. Knowledge is the true manifestation of divinity, especially for an Inquisitor.
Oh, cutscene. Heronids.
I'm attempting to placate this ancient machine.
Nice. Nice.
Warning. Empyrean sensors detect a huge surge in the psychic energies. Caution advised.
It was a late warning, Operator. The source is a zoanthrope, a monstrosity created to harness and manipulate the unholy powers of the warp. An aberrant but dangerous opponent.
I fought these. Fuck 'em up, boys. And everyone pause. Log by Archimist Mold 32 Alpha. Brothers and sisters, prepare for blessed deactivation. Sanctum Ventress 4 has survived various challenging timeframes. I implore you to refer to entries 985A to 1236T in your personal... Keiko! How you doing, buddy? Happy weekend. But we always continue our work, blessed by the machine god, under the protection of the Forge World Fuel. But our Vox pleas for assistance to Fuel have remained unanswered. The Sanctum has eventually been reclassified as a wasteful facility and has been left to our own devices to face the new Tyranid infestation on Cobalt. To preserve our sacred research, we'll close down the data vaults and initiate the area wards for all constructs processing machine spirits. Executive Psalm 54.4. Initiate combat protocols. Die fighting for our sacred knowledge. Seal data vaults. Arm turrets. Activate self-destruct protocols for mechanical constructs. End.
Operator, I'm sending you a pit grab of a very unique apparatus.
Receive. Commencing analysis.
This must be connected to the Tiberius research.
Analysis failed. There is no match in the schematics library.
The core concept definitely suggests a uniquely modified neural upload mechanism. Remarkable. An incoming Vox message. How?
No logical explanation. The sanctum has been defunct for centuries.
It was a rhetorical question, Operator.
Fuck 'em up, boys. Get 'em. Oh, there's a lot of little guys. Oh, help me, machines. Give your life for me. Oh, you little shit. Trying to practice not being hit. Give this guy a good booping. Watch out for the brains. And I want a bonking stick.
I bid you an efficient cycle, Inquisitor.
Oh!
I am Tybalt Vertax, Fabricator General of the Forge World Thule.
I would like to greet you on behalf of the Holy Ordos. This conversation is rather unexpected.
I have been monitoring your actions since you reactivated the Reactorum. Accept my condolences on the loss of your retinue.
I find the compassion surprising for a tech priest of your status.
I take this remark as a compliment. Diplomacy is one of my high-priority mundane functions. But enough with the pleasantries, Inquisitor. We must talk about Uther Tiberius and his work.
This is highly classified information.
I am aware of that. If you could visit me on Station Zeta 11, I have important information for you.
New clue. Wait. Oh, crazy. Look at that skull. Investigation completed. Claim. Level 3. Unlock personal void shield and passive shield point. Forge World Fuel. I love the animation.
Inquisitor, how socially proactive of you to visit me.
You contacted me and promised me information.
A straightforward approach. Most commendable. I accessed the digital scrolls on your non-classified investigations and noticed the main object of your interest, and this was confirmed by your recent visit to the Sanctum. You are actively seeking tech relics of Uther Tiberius, the infamous Inquisitor excommunicated for potentially heretical studies. I have information that could significantly advance your pursuit.
Are you offering me additional information on the Xenorite sector?
That sect was terminated a long time ago. I have more valuable information for you. The Martyr, the wandering fortress monastery of Uther Tiberius, long thought to be lost, has returned to the Caligari Sector from the Imperium.
A thorough study of the ship could reward me with precious information.
The problem is that the Martyr is currently under a highly classified inquisitorial investigation, which even I have no word on. Your credentials, on the other hand, would grant you access. I have the current coordinates of the ship.
Ow, you said it was classified investigation.
I am the Fabricator General of a Forge World. I have my methods. I have an informant in the retinue of the Inquisitor in charge, stationed on the ship of a certain Captain Van Winter. We could both benefit from the Archaeotech secrets in that monastery.
I will accept your offer, Fabricator General. I will travel to the coordinates of the Martyr immediately. Heck. Feel like we can go past hard. Let's go extreme.
There were many delays during the journey. The intensity of the Caligari warp surges is beyond anything I've experienced. These anomalies are spreading through the subsector like a tidal wave. The distress signal has an ancient encryption used by the Holy Orders. It is authentic, but extremely old. The signal is coming from a battered fortress monastery that was likely spat from the warp when the tide of the surges swept through the sector. There is no response to our hailing signals.
Sick.
Inquisitor, this is your captain speaking. I'm still trying to hail the monastery,
breaks in
but I
chat.
get no response.
The hull looks intact, though. I think it was simply abandoned a very long time ago.
You want to come join? I think we have room for a fourth
What do you
Keiko.
expect to find out there?
To make a new character if you...
Something that once belonged
like
to
it.
the Inquisition. And lots of empty holes.
Sounds exciting. I've instructed your pilot to land on the hangar deck.
Stand by and wait for my signal.
You just can't be tech at it, I guess.
Inquisitor, the automatic defense system has been activated. The turrets are attacking you. Do you...
Oof. Tech at it is a separate story. Look at that cape. A lot of starch.
Captain, do you copy? Captain Van Winter, can you hear me?
That's nice.
Strange. Vox communication is jammed and I can't use my teleporter device. Something must be disturbing my signal. I will record everything in my audio log, in case I don't return. Inquisitorial log, new entry. While attempting to dock in the hangar of an unknown fortress monastery, my transport took heavy fire. I suspect that the automatic weapon systems were activated, but I don't yet know why. The transport is interesting. Mindless servitors were created for menial tasks, but having a flesh drone just for operating the door seems excessive.
Huh.
Open the door! An ancient cogitator. Let's see if the tech press
Crusader, Battle Sister, Psyker?
might have information about this place.
Yeah, I'm Crusader. I think Tsunami went Psyker, and Steve is Battle Sister. It doesn't hurt to have two of one. I don't know how this game works. Blah, 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 blah.
Just as I suspected. It's a pile of rust. At least I found some interesting diagnostics. I should check all the cogitators on the ship for other details. New log entry. I have found some human remains. The time of death seems recent. I don't like the look of the marks on the bodies. Something killed them with mindless brutality.
Mindless brutality.
Oh, yes. The perfect weapon to deliver the Emperor's justice.
Sick. Gross.
Creature of chaos. Can you withstand my faith? Loading. An ancient Imperial ship infested by chaos. So be it. Let's cleanse the taint then. New log entry. I have found a room tainted by the filth of chaos. There is also a tech priest maintenance shrine with a functioning cogitator. It could contain information on how I could turn off the Vox jammer.
The Martyrs opened fire on an approaching rogue trader vessel, causing considerable damage and loss of life on a targeted ship. Teleportarium signals are regularly jammed, blocking entry and exit to and from monastery. Confessions of the related personnel during the penitence hearings. Searching picked recording database. Records not found. Conclusion. After a thorough investigation and questioning, I can safely claim that no personnel were involved in the incident. The defensive turrets opened fire without any human involvement, and the signal blocking any teleportation attempts is generated automatically. Probable cause, system malfunction. Process initiated. Logging a priority level request to the maintenance fraternity. Awaiting confirmation. Had emergency cogitators installed on the hangar deck and the main cogitator on the control room, where security personnel can manually override both the turret systems and a teleportarium signals in case of any further incidents. Medicaid reports of personal voluntary participating in the confessions data corrupt.
I found new information. There is an emergency cogitator nearby where I could turn off the jamming signals.
Open the door.
Open the door!
It is in the walls now. Everywhere. Taint. In the machines.
By the Emperor! What foul abomination is this? A talking servitor. It might be mind-locked, but this is still unusual.
That's what I'm thinking of the fallen welcome in. Not the taint. Happy weekend.
Well met, heretics. It is time for you to die.
Charge!
Burn! Burn!
Well. Missiles.
By the Emperor.
Gross.
What have you found down there, Inquisitor?
Wish.
Some unlucky members of an Imperial retinue. This is a shrine dedicated to the ruinous powers. Somebody really wants his dark wishes to be fulfilled.
In other words, there's something on that ship that requires human sacrifice. Wonderful.
Reloading. Loading.
What is this?
Be thrice cursed, Inquisitor.
Nice. Nice.
Yes, a grenade.
Grenade.
Enemies of the Emperor, I'll blast you to smithereens.
Yep, something. Engineer, Theta, bunch of stuff. Some current rank operation confessor to the Great Machine Spirit of the Martyr. Engineer, bunch of stuff. Current rank, engineer, Hierophant of the Martyr. Automatically generated social components, clip type, honorifics. Mega level encryption initiated. Begins inquiry. Confidential emergency invocation 7763P awaiting review. President supplementary records collated. Attached. Analysis. Machine Spirit of the Martyr shows every sign of intellectual instability. Threat assessment ultra high and growing. Proposal. Detachment of the data serves in the Blessed Core. Initiating data module scrubbing and anointing central processing modules. Personal note, the Machine Spirit is slowly becoming insane and it started to override the defense systems, destroying some possibly harmless void craft trying to land on the deck. Must act before it sheds more blood. I don't need to remind you the fateful consequences if such information becomes open knowledge. It all must remain confidential. I submit this invocation in the name of the Omnissiah to the wisdom of my trusted Hierophant. Boss fight.
A proper welcome committee at last. That grenade could be useful now.
Yeah, it will. Will be.
Two on this. For the Emperor! This commander is tough. A worthy enemy at last.
Eat steel. Give me pain.
I have found a corpse of an Imperial soldier. I'll take his data slate. It could contain a recording that could shed some light on what happened here.
Holy shit. Sucks for those guys. Don't touch my data slate.
I shall wear your cadaver.
I found the body of a fallen Adeptus Astartes.
What? Did you just say that there was a dead space marine down there?
He must have been a member of that unlucky Imperial reconnaissance team I found.
Allow me to clarify that. You only found pieces of them, so it'll be just you against something that tore apart one of the mightiest champions of the Imperium.
Don't jump to conclusions just yet, Captain. It could easily be more than one creature.
Yeah. Well, one's not enough for me. Yeah, give me those money. What do they even spend money on?
Kill the heretic!
Wow, ow.
Overheat!
Don't step on the poison.
Burn! Burn! Come at me, creatures! Come at me!
Achieve the massacre bonus for the first time, yeah! Everyone, yeah, good job. For a chest. Let's freaking go. Yeah. Hey, Corpse.
Team Sigma, this is Chaos Thorn speaking. Team Sigma, come in.
I'm afraid Team Sigma won't be responding anytime soon.
What? Who are you, and what are you doing there? Taking a stroll on the decks? By the Emperor!
Mind your manners. I am an Inquisitor, and I don't tolerate...
An Inquisitor? About bloody time. I thought your lot had followed Lord Klosterheim into the Dark Zone. Listen, we're under heavy attack in the control room, so I'd appreciate it if you could join us while we deliver the Emperor's will until our most triumphant death. Thorn out.
Taking a stroll. Mind your manners.
New log entry. I established connection with someone from an Imperial expedition on the ship, but he is clearly confusing me with someone else.
Clearly.
It's Thorn again. Another wave of filth is on its way to face me in a glorious carnage. I want your help as soon as possible.
Careful, Thorn. That was dangerously close to insolence. And you are definitely confusing me with someone else.
You are an Inquisitor, which is enough for me right now. The whole deck is swarming with the local mongrel tribes, and they've sent their champions to rally the troops. I need you to eliminate these creatures. It will slow down the tribes.
Maybe I don't wanna. Okay, I will. So strong.
So you're heading to the control room to disable the jammer.
That's the plan, yes.
And who is this Caius Thorn exactly?
Quite a character. Otherwise, I have no idea. He seems to think that I am a member of his mysterious expedition.
If there is an expedition, they might be trapped in that monastery just like you.
Why do you think so?
I made a scan. That giant wreckage looks completely dead from here. No sign of any other voidcraft in the vicinity.
Level up, Space Marine. I'm next level because I leveled up. Oh, there's so many little shits.
For heat. I've eliminated the first tribal champion. I wonder if these mongrel tribes are the descendants of the original inhabitants. I guess I'll know more soon.
Everything is made of money. Especially red barrels.
Thorn here. How are you faring, Inquisitor?
Considering that I'm alone, I'd say that I'm making adequate progress.
Alone? Where's the rest of your detachment?
Under some smoldering wreckage.
Well, that's unlucky. But that's all the more demons for us to kill. Let us rejoice in the furious challenge.
Yay.
Thorn out.
Demons. Sick. And a shotgun.
Kill the heretic!
Easy.
The filth of chaos has retreated from my door. Regrouping, I'd say. I take it you killed the tribal champions.
Yes, I purged the place.
How ambitious. I like that. But believe me, there is still much work to be done. You'll find a desecrated
Careful
shrine
with the
next
game. It
door
melted
that
my friend's
leads to the
computer.
control
What's up,
room.
Maxim?
Go there.
Really melted? Colonial Choir Scatilla, Sub-Pictorial Admin Conduit, Trans-Inferior Relay Ogma 10. This is the thrice blessed Fortress Monastery Martyr, Category A3 research vessel of the Holy Orders under the leadership of Lord Inquisitor Uther Tiberius. We seek aid from the brothers and sisters of the Adeptus Mechanicus. The Martyr is on a highly important research pilgrimage from the Segmentum Pacificus to the Sigil subsector. En route to the Caligari sector, the Martyr was caught in a severe warp anomaly, and the Geller's shield suffered considerable damage. We need emergency overhaul in the orbital dry docks of Kishi Prime as soon as possible. May the Emperor be with you.
Thorn, I've reached the end of this subdeck.
Good. There is the exit. Some of my men will meet you on the other side, but plenty of them have been captured. I'll need your help to set them free. This is just the calm before the storm. Take advantage of the respite before the wretches return. At least I can send you some reinforcements. The hostiles are keeping some of my scouts caged up in the desecrated sanctum. Free the guardsmen and bring them to the control room.
Reporting for duty, Inquisitor. Ready to fight!
Let us go.
New log entry. I'm entering the sanctum of the deck. It clearly used to be an Imperial chapel, but the statues there are not familiar. When did this sacred fortress drift away from the light of the God Emperor?
Move! Move!
Personal log archivist. I wish I had his voice. I need to modify my early estimate of the age of this magnificent ship. The pre-Thorian symbolism in the content of the prayer book indicates ancient heritage, sometime between the 35th and 36th millennium. The potential connection to the age of apostasy indicates fascinating prospects. I must admit that some of our discoveries are unique, almost radical in nature, especially the pieces directly connected to Uther, Tiberius, and his sect. The adornments and other elements are clearly Imperial in origin on the ship, but the details, like the winged statues, all suggest a cult that used to be Imperial, but which has been lost to subsequent purges from the archives. Personal note, the techno-archaeological was baffled by the first radium carbon results. It may be rather bold statement since he lacks facial features, emotions, and soul, but he looked almost shocked. Damn his inconclusive results. He tried to argue about the age of the Inquisitor forsaken derelict, but I'm certain my analysis and a bit troubled. The mural about the Scarlet Apotheosis and the Imperial Beyond was unsettling to say the least. The angel of death growing more grim with each passing hour. May the Emperor have mercy upon our souls.
At your command.
Die, unclean!
Charge! I said charge! Charge! I said charge! Now you'll pay, scum!
Winged statues do be creepy.
I shall flay you alive. For the Emperor!
Big position.
We don't have much time, Inquisitor. Hurry up and take as many guardsmen with you as you can.
Move! Move! Die, maggots, die!
Here you go, boys.
For duty, Inquisitor. Thank you, Inquisitor.
Long blast rifle.
Jibber on this. Onwards! Don't linger, guardsmen! By the Emperor, we are
By the Emperor.
Reporting for duty, Inquisitor.
The Amphumans are banging their war drums, calling up the filth of chaos from the caverns of the ship. If you want to know what a real battle looks like, I suggest you join me as soon
Nothing
as
better
you
than
can.
putting clean smoking holes in the heretics.
Your command.
Brutal.
Inquisitor, our Argers are starting to pick up huge waves of hostiles approaching your position. Can you hold them off on your own?
Yeah.
Captain, a long time ago I made an oath to protect the Imperium with no regard for my own life. Do you want to question my dedication?
So what is your plan?
My faith in the Emperor will protect me from the faithless. I was also planning to blast through the unclean with the devastating force of my weaponry.
I'll have the transport ship ready, just in case.
Welcome to the Martyr, Inquisitor. Not exactly the army I imagined, but reinforcements at last.
So, you do realize now that I don't belong to your expedition?
I do, and I regret the confusion. We were not expecting any guests on this Emperor-forsaken wreck. And first I thought that you must belong to Klosterheim's retinue. That fool
Look at those
brought
bullet
a
holes
whole army
disappear.
of busybodies and interrogators with him.
You must tell
Here
me
they come.
everything
Here they come
about this
again.
man, his expedition, and the Martyr. But first, I'll disable the teleport jammer.
The cogitator that overrides the jammer is 2 hallways away, and the whole control deck is swarming with feral tribes. Why do you think I'm stuck in this hole? They're keeping us pinned down in here.
Time to turn the tide together, Sergeant.
Inquisitor, we have a problem.
Now is not a good time. Let's take a look at this cogitator.
After the rites of diagnostics and reciting the necessary hymns to placate its mood, I prayed to the machine spirit and humbly asked it to confide in me about the causes of the recurring system failures, corrupted data, why the automatic defense system of the Martyr destroys the rogue trader cruiser, and why the Martyr initiated conflicts with the non-hostile vessel of an explorator fleet, thus corrupt data. The machine spirit of the Martyr denies cooperation, citing the Sacred Order 947 A, as is issued by her spiritual leader, the late Uther Tiberius. Addendum: no executable directives exist under this name. The machine spirit claims that the Martyr must follow a determined route to a classified location, and that the protection of the Martyr is top priority. And it asserts its rights to override the one of the Martyr automated weapon systems and teleportarium in times of need. Assessment: possible warp infestation of the machine spirit, invoking the conclave of the imminent system purge. Warning: searching data banks, content missing. Oh yeah, I should turn on fishing.
This Martyr has a mind of its own.
Hater issue.
Onwards! Don't linger, guardsmen!
Well then, that was a pleasant warm-up, wasn't it? But Inquisitor,
There's fishing.
I'm sure they will drag their filthy god here to help them out.
Their what?
We interrogated some of these tribesmen. They are all descendants of the original crew. Anyway, during centuries of drifting through the void, one of their generations forgot about our holy emperor and found new things to worship.
And what would this god be?
Madness incarnated, they call it. It could be anything, if you ask me, but nothing good.
Inquisitor, listen to me. The monastery is...
I'm in the middle of something. Later!
For the Emperor! Take it like a man, guardsman.
Loot! Nice. Green is better than blue.
For the Emperor! For the Emperor!
Oh, the thundering blast of weapons. I
get a
wish
Crusader
my brothers
here?
were here to hear this canticle of death.
Eva was apparently too shy to ask while I was sleeping. Aw,
Chapter do you
Eva.
belong
You're always welcome to
I'm not
ask.
familiar with this iconography.
I am Sergeant Chaos Thorm of the Stormwatcher Space Marines.
Explain. I don't know that chapter.
I would be truly disappointed if you did. Our existence is secret, our numbers are few, and our burden is terrible. We are the Watchers in the shadows, but rest assured, we are the sanctioned blades of the Caligari Conclave.
Doing what, exactly?
Dying gloriously during classified inquisitorial missions. Could we talk about this later?
Inquisitor, the monastery shows signs of...
Not now! Emperor.
Give me the loot. Give me the loot.
For the Emperor!
Take it like a man, guardsman!
Take it like a man, guardsman.
Take it like a man.
Charge. Don't be scum.
Don't linger. It really goes through him. It's crazy. Why would you embrace the gifts that Papa Nurgle brings you? Is that heresy?
You are truly doing the Emperor's work, Inquisitor. Keep it up. We've crushed their main forces. Let's move out and disable that jammer.
Before their god arrives?
Trust me, it is already close. I wonder what it looks like.
After we have disabled the jammer, we must find Lord Klosterheim.
Oh, yes, that two-faced hypocrite. I have already lost a battle brother because of him, and then he
Buy a
left me down
second-hand
here to
3080
die.
or 4080 on eBay that's just running 3070.
At your command.
Up to you, man. Really want that upgrade? Last gun's so good. Oh no. Oh no. 3070 to 3080, is that a big step?
Oh, traitorous scum! Mockery to your honor! Perish, you filth! Ah!
Take it like a man, guardsman.
Fucking got him.
Inquisitor, what's happening down
Thank you
there?
for the minis.
Are you all right?
I'm great. I've just killed a hell brute, a twisted mockery of a space marine. Praise the Emperor. I also have an Imperial space marine with grievous wounds, and I want to bring him aboard our ship.
Inquisitor, listen to me. The monastery has turned on the warp drives, and it's ready to leave the star system. Disable the jammer now.
Still waiting for the 9800 X3D to be available, hoping
I've
to try
disabled the
AMD.
teleport jammer.
I think I'm going to build
At
a
least I hope so.
new PC next year.
Inquisitor, you must teleport back before the ship leaves. We don't know where it's headed, and worse, the Jella shields are probably
easy.
compromised. Warp travel will kill you. Hurry up, you don't want to get stranded over there.
Warp me back. Freaking giant ship.
Inquisitor, are you all right?
I'm fine, Captain. I'm back on your ship, leaving the teleportarium as we speak. I need medical assistance down here for the Space Marine.
Yeah,
What is
Merchantman
happening
SC
to the
ship.
Martyr?
Yep, it's the skin.
It's preparing to enter the warp. I thought it was a derelict.
It is a derelict, Captain, which seems to attract the attention of both our allies and enemies. The Martyr is a mystery, but it is very much alive.
And your mystery ship is gone. What happens now?
I will notify the Caligari Conclave. Then we will wait and see.
Inquisitor, my astropath has sent your audio log to the Caligari Conclave, as you requested.
Let me guess. Another local warp.
I'm gonna warm up
surge
some food real quick. I'm
manifestation
hungry.
swallowed the message whole.
No, actually. We have received an official follow-up on your report.
That must be a mistake. It's the Imperial bureaucracy. I wasn't expecting to hear from them for a few standard years.
I have no idea what we found out there, but it must be really important. See for yourself.
Inquisitor, we are raising your clearance level. You are henceforth authorized to listen to confidential information without facing immediate excommunication. Your discovery has greatly intrigued the Conclave. You have found a ghost of the past, Inquisitor. The Martyr had strong ties to the Inquisition, and as such, it is very important to us. We all thought that the fortress monastery had been destroyed, with the exception of Lord Inquisitor Klosterheim. He dedicated his life to finding the Martyr, only to disappear without a trace. And now, you have proof of both the existence of the Martyr and the whereabouts of Lord Klosterheim. We want answers. Continue this investigation. Evaluate the data. Gather new clues and find the Martyr. Hopefully with Lord Klosterheim on board so he can explain his disappearance. We must remind you that this investigation requires absolute secrecy, and it will be your task, and your task alone.
Our task is to find a ghost ship in the vast expanses of the Imperium. How hard could it be?
The Space Marine I rescued was part of the expedition that found the Martyr somehow. If I can interrogate him, I'm sure he can help us.
That man is in stasis at the moment. He was torn into pieces. Correct me if I'm wrong, but a warrior of the Adeptus Astartes is not a simple mortal we can treat.
Indeed. We need a tech priest with unique skills and knowledge of the genetic material of the Adeptus Astartes. We need a Magos Biologos specialist, which could be difficult.
I come from a long line of rogue traders, Inquisitor. I know the secrets of this sector, and I can tell you where to find the tech priest you need. The Merciful Agony is a hospital fortress in the Chernobog system. It's also a secret research station of the Adeptus Mechanicus. You'll find a Magos Biologos there.
We have finished chapter 1 and left the Martyr. Welcome on board, Inquisitor. This is the command bridge of your ship, your base of operations where you can prepare for missions and manage your resources. Click on the highlighted panels or NPCs to access the available management screens. For the moment, you have access to the shop at Ragna, Van Winter, to your storage, and most importantly, the star map. You can now invite players to join you on your party by clicking on your social icon, blah, 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 blah.